Hi, this is Matthew Cratter from Trader University, and today I want to talk about my favorite stock screeners and how to use them to screen for stocks. If you're interested in learning what trading strategies and what investing strategies work in both bull and bear markets, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to start with one of my favorites, and most of these are actually free. This one is at barchart.com. So if you just go to Google and you type in bar charts, new 52-week highs, and click on this link right here, it will take you to this page. This is a great way of just getting an idea of what stocks are really outperforming and what are underperforming. There's also, you can look at 52-week lows, 52-week highs. I also like taking a look, you use this little drop-down menu at the stocks that are trading at all-time highs. And I'll tend to sort them by price as well. I'm not as interested in stocks that are trading below $10 or $20 a share. But it gives you a really good idea. You can see Lululemon, Pool Corp, Vive Systems. These are stocks that are hitting, that closed at least on Friday, the day before, at all-time new highs. And it's very useful to be trading these, especially when you're in a bull market, simply because, here's an example. This is Vive Systems, VEEV. People who are long the stock, when a stock is hitting new all-time highs, everyone who has ever bought it has a profit if they're still holding it, obviously. And so what I like to do is I like to look for a stock that's hitting new 52-week highs or new all-time highs, trading above the blue line, which is the 50-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average above the red line, which is the 200-day moving average. I'm using TradingView for this chart. I just added the two moving averages, the 50-day and the 200-day. But bar charts is a great way of screening for these. If you're looking for stocks to short, if you're in a bear market, you can look at stocks that are hitting 52-week lows, and then again you can sort them by price. And so, for example, if we were looking for something to short, here's some examples of stocks that are doing badly, underperforming. Seem to be a lot of Chinese stocks in here, for example. So that's the first one, bar charts. Just a great way of screening for different, and there's also different views here. If you're more interested in the fundamental side of things, you can do the fundamental drop down and give you PEs, dividends, dividend yields. If you want to, for example, screen. In this case, I'm screening for stocks hitting new 52-week lows that have a dividend yield of 3% or above. These two Chinese stocks. So that'd be an example how to use it as a fundamental screen. Next, we have a strategy. This is what I call the rubber band strategy. These are two Bollinger Bands here. I have them set at, the period is 80 days. It's a daily chart of Microsoft. I've set the standard deviation to 2 standard deviations. And what you do in this strategy is you look for a stock that is closing on a daily basis below its lower Bollinger Band. And once you find one, you then go to StockTwits. Bear with me here. So you can open up a free account at StockTwits. And I should say I'm not affiliated with any of these companies, any of these stock screeners that I mentioned, but I am a customer of a few of them. So you go to StockTwits, and then what you do is you take a look at the sentiment surrounding it. So what you're looking for is a stock that's oversold as measured by closing below the lower Bollinger Band. And then you want to find people commenting on it and saying, oh, this stock is, I'm dumping it, it's going to go to zero. You want to see a lot of pessimism. And this is a sort of a way of buying when there's fear in the market. So there are basically two measurements here. You're looking for a stock that's oversold by trading below the lower Bollinger Band, and that people are also very pessimistic on. So if I can't scroll all the way back to mid-March when Microsoft bottomed, but if you go back and look at it, you'll see that obviously this is when a lot of stocks bottomed. People were very, very panicked. And so when you get a combination of a stock being oversold combined with negative sentiment, it can be a very good buy. So what you do is you buy it below the lower Bollinger Band, and then you sell it on its first close above the middle Bollinger Band here, which is basically an 80-day moving average. So you can get all that free sentiment data from StockTwits, just sort of scrolling through here and seeing whether traders are more bullish or bearish on the stock. Now, if you're looking to screen for stocks that are closing below their lower Bollinger Band, the best resource I found for that is stockcharts.com. They have predefined scans. For this, you'll need to sign up. I believe it's $24.95 a month, and you can use their advanced scanner, their custom scanner, and you basically just screen for stocks where the close is lower than the lower Bollinger Band, where the period is set at 80. I don't currently have an account with them right now, so I can't show you how that works. I guess I'm too cheap. But what I will tend to do instead is I will just scroll through stocks, major stocks. So let's see, we could look at General Motors, we could look at Southwest Airlines. I'll just flip through. I know a lot of tickers at this point. You can also just go through and you can do a search where you can say Dow 30 components, and that will give you a list of stocks that you can type in to this chart and find stocks that are trading below their lower Bollinger Band. And then if you want to pay up, you can do a monthly subscription to Stock Charts. Again, I'm not affiliated with them or anything. Another resource to keep an eye on is the StockTwits earnings calendar. So if you're trading a stock, you should have a good idea whether the earnings are coming up soon, especially if you're going to be holding the stock overnight. Here we have a good example that on Tuesday next week, it looks like Zoom's going to be reporting, and then a couple MDBs reporting on Thursday, etc. But it's a good idea to, if you're going to play sort of a pre-earnings run-up or run-down, or if you're looking to play some sort of gap, this is a great place to look. If you're also interested, let's say I want to do some trading on Monday, I can take a look at this Sunday night or before the market opens, and especially for stocks that are reporting on Monday before the market opens. So if we click here, we can see, we can sort here. It tells us whether the stock is reporting before the bell, before the market opens, or after the bell. And so if we're looking for stocks that are moving intraday, or for example, if I want to trade on Tuesday, I will look at stocks that have reported after the bell on Monday and look for some big movers in the after hours. The other thing you can do is you can go to, if you just go to Google and type in FinViz, F-I-N-V-I-Z, screener, it'll take you to this page. And this is a great way to screen for stocks that are moving intraday. I believe there's a paid version of this where you can, if you use the free version like I do, there's a delay of like 3 to 5 minutes on these stock quotes. But I find that to be okay. So one thing you can do is under descriptive, you can scroll here where it says change, and you can look for stocks. Let's say we want to look for stocks that are up 5% or more, and then we can rank them by price. And so we don't want to be looking at penny stocks or anything like that. But we can see that, for example, if I'd done this during the day on Friday, Wayfair was up significantly. And so if you're looking for stocks where you want to sort of jump on the momentum train, stocks that are big movers, you can say I only want to look at stocks that are up 20%. And believe it or not, buying stocks that are up a lot, they do have a tendency to continue to move during the day. So that would be a one scan you can do here. You can also scan by price. So I would just look at stocks that are priced over 20, for example. In addition, FinViz, and this is again all free, they've got a great fundamental scanner if you want to scan for stocks that have low PEs, for example, which I don't recommend. The strategy doesn't really work anymore, but you can screen for stocks that have a PE under 10. This isn't working because I have to reset the filter here. So if I reset the filter, and then I can screen for stocks that maybe I want to look for stocks that have a dividend yield over 2%. And then I can go down here and see all those stocks. Let's say I want to rank them by PE. So I will look for stocks that have a very low PE, but still have a good dividend yield. This would be one way to do it through their fundamental screener here at FinViz. I also really like their market heat map. If you go up here and click maps, this will take you, and it'll give you a really good idea if I missed the trading on Friday and I wanted to get an idea of what stocks were doing well, what sectors were doing well, what sectors were not doing well. I can just look at this at a glance, and I can see the banks and the financial stocks. For example, over here, they were a really big red patch. as was aerospace and defense. I don't know if it's related to Trump's comments on China, or who knows what this is related to. REITs were weak as well. And obviously it looks like semiconductors were strong, other tech was strong, drug manufacturers were strong. So this is a great resource for that. You can also, if you want to look at year-to-date performance, you can just click here, year-to-date, and it'll tell you really what's performing well. So we can see that Amazon obviously is up a lot on the year. The banks are down a lot. Big tech is up a lot on the year. Energy is obviously down a lot on the year. So it's a great scanner for that if you want to scan for weak or strong industries over some time period. Now, we talked a little bit already about the screener and screening for stocks that are up a lot on the day. So if I want to look at stocks that are up quite a bit, I can screen for them. I do go here under technical, under change. Let's say I want to look up stocks that were up more than 5%. If you'd done this on Friday, you would have come up with a Z-scaler, ZS. And if you'd been following your StockTwits earnings calendar, you would have known that they were reporting earnings. They either did it after the bell on Thursday or before the bell on Friday. And you can see that they gapped up really nicely. This is a 15-minute chart. And yeah, you can see the earnings right here. I think this was actually after the bell on Thursday. But I like to, this is a day trading strategy I use where I screen for stocks that are gapping up significantly above their last 20 days high. You can see that this was certainly true for Zscaler. And then what you do is you confirm that they're gapping up on very high volume. You confirm that there's some market moving news. There's some fundamental reason for it, in this case, earnings. And then you wait for the first 15-minute bar to form. You go long at the close of that bar, and you set your stop at the low of that bar. You exit at the end of the day. And this allows you to benefit from institutional traders covering their shorts or trying to get long, moving in, and thus pushing the stock. As I said, there's a tendency for a stock when it gaps up and starts moving in one direction, especially if there's new information coming into the market, such as a good earnings report or good forward guidance. This will allow you to sort of ride the wave of bigger institutional investors. Finally, I want to talk about the TradingView stock screener. If you just type in TradingView stock screener in Google, it will take you to this page. This is another great place. If you look at their menu here and you do top gainers, this is a good place to look. And then what you can do is you can rank them by. I'm in the overview tab here, and let me just circle these so you can see them. Top gainers, and I'm looking at the overview tab. And then what you can do is you can rank them by price. So if you want to look at very high price stocks that are up a lot on the day, you can also rank them by change on the day. So for example, here is a $11 stock, Adaptimmune, that's was up 127%, almost 128% on Friday. And then of course you can screen and see the market cap, the volume. You could also screen for stocks that are performing really well over the last 15 minutes, for example. Now this may be a paid feature. I am a subscriber of TradingView, and I didn't log out. I forgot to log out, but this may be available for free, or you may have to pay for it. If you have to pay for it, you can still just go to FinViz and use their change on the day scanner here, and it would be a couple minutes delayed, but I don't think it makes a really big difference. If you look at this during the first 15-30 minutes of trading in the day, it will give you an idea of some really big movers for the day. If you're interested in learning more about these trading strategies, especially the day trading strategy, the gap up strategy, some of the momentum strategies, check out my paid courses. I have a course on day trading stocks now, as well as swing trading with options. This is a really great way of taking advantage of stocks that have momentum, both intraday as well as holding them for a series of days, bear market trading strategies, and my flagship course, Learn to Trade Stocks Like a Pro. If you click on the link in the description notes below, it will take you to this page, and you can click on any of these boxes, and it will show you the list of lectures. These are a great resource if you've already watched all my YouTube videos, read my Amazon books, and you really want to go deeper. You're tired of binging on Netflix, and you want to really use this time to better yourself and use it for self-education. You can click on this, the link, be taken to this page, read about all these courses, And then if you're interested, click on Get It Now right at the bottom here. And that'll take you to the checkout page. Now, normally a 30-day subscription is just $125, but I want to give you a special coupon code because we are in a recession. So if you scroll down here and click have a coupon code, type in YT as in YouTube 99, click update, and that'll take $26 off the 30-day subscription. So you can sign up, use the coupon code, watch all of the courses, take notes, and then cancel before the subscription renews, and you won't be charged again. There are no long-term contracts or anything like that. And in addition, if there's something missing, and I doubt there is, but if there is, and there's a strategy or some investment strategy or trading strategy you'd like to learn more about, I will make you a course about that subject. You just have to let me know, and I'll post it on here, and obviously give all the other subscribers access as well. And this is what I've been doing over the last few years, just trying to make this the best resource on the internet for learning how to trade, learning how to invest, whatever strategies you're interested in. Chances are I have a course or a lecture on, especially if you want to do more advanced stuff as well, options, futures, volatility trading. There are also courses on that. So check these out, again, after you've checked out all my free YouTube videos and my Amazon books, which are very cheap. They're all $2.99. Hit that subscribe and like button if you found this video helpful. Let me know your questions in the comment section below. And thanks a lot for listening. I'll see you in the next video.